Have you ever driven into a wall? I have. Once. But it wasn't until months after that I really felt how much it hurt. It was February 7th at my friend's birthday party at a popular indoor go-kart racetrack. I had just healed and gotten my cast off 2 weeks before because I broke my left wrist in November. That was a funny story of its own. I didn't race the first time they went out because I was worried and my mom told me not to. The second race came. I was young, I wanted to fit in with my friends, and they encouraged me to race by saying things like, come on man, it'll be fun, and you already sat out the first one, why not just race the second one? And I went against my mom's advice, so I went into the race. I got in the car in the back of the herd, sat down, put my seatbelt on, and the employees came and checked all our seatbelts. We all know that little bit of anxiety, like at roller coasters and stuff when they check your seatbelts. I felt exactly that. I put my helmet on, and it felt a little tight on my head, but I got used to it. I put my visor down, and I was ready. On your marks, get set, go. We started. I was going slow, real slow. I was worried about getting injured again. The race was more than halfway done, and I was approaching the big turn on the final third. I was driving, and my car hit the wall. I'm not ashamed that I hit the wall, because that was like something a lot of drivers did. It was a tough turn. So my car went under the wall. The other cars didn't stop for some reason. So I raised my hand to call the employee over and put it down after he stopped. Next thing I know, I heard a large bump, and everything went black. I didn't know what happened. I raised my head, and my helmet hit metal. Now it's hot, really hot, and I don't know why I'm sweating. I hear people count 1, 2, 3, and grunt, as if they're lifting something heavy. The light comes back in, and I instinctively jump to my feet, confused, totally confused about what just happened. It turns out that my friend's car had hit mine, ended up on top of it, and smashed my entire hand between the steering wheel and the bottom of his car. Now I hadn't noticed yet, so I double took, saw my right hand. The whole hand was red and swollen, and my finger was destroyed, reduced to nothing. I could barely see it. Naturally, I went and I asked for some ice and paper towels. Somehow my mom walked in at that exact moment. I guess you could call it mother's intuition. We jumped into my mom's car and rushed to the hospital. On the way there, I got the typical lecture of, oh, you never listen to anything. I told you not to race. And I responded like a typical 14-year-old. Mom, don't worry, it's not that bad. We get to the hospital and we're greeted with the warmest welcome. Have a seat and fill these out. We'll get you in as soon as possible. So we did. Me being the nice guy, I said, oh, okay, thank you. My mom, still angry, grabs it, intensely fills out the paperwork. The nurse calls us in, and I ask her, how bad is it? She says, oh, it looks badly jammed. I now know she was sugarcoating the situation. She takes x-rays and she unwraps my makeshift bandage of paper towels and ice packs and gives me an actual bandage with a splint and everything. This one was like legit. A few days later, we go and we see an actual doctor. She looks at the x-rays and she breaks the bad news. Not only had I fractured my entire pinky in half across the bone, but I also had dislocated it 45 degrees entirely. So I needed surgery, big surgery. It involved getting metal pins inside my finger to get it aligned again. Never properly heals. It's something that's going to stay like that for a while, for pretty much ever. And I was in a cast for 7 months, not including the time I broke my wrist. So I was pretty much in a cast for 12 months for both injuries. I missed school for 2 weeks, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't play basketball. I missed the whole season. I'm a righty by nature, so I had to get used to doing everything with my left. Got back to school, had to catch up with all my work. When I got back to school, my friends looked at me shocked, like they had seen a ghost. It came back totally changed. Everyone asked how I was. I said I was fine, but really I was missing being able to do things. So what I learned was 3 valuable lessons. First, never do something because your friends are doing it because you feel left out. Sometimes it's just not worth it. Second, mom is always right. And third, always leave a little bit of space on the inside turn. Thank you.